Sagittarius, buckle up for massive changes in your love life, in your connection to the significant other storylines. It's going to be intense, but powerful and positive during the month of August 2024. Please listen for your Sagittarius rising, but you can also listen for your moon and your sun. Moon, body, home, sun, purpose, career, and rising, everything about you. But that is very much about the story of the month for most of you Sagittarius, how you're going to see radical changes that bring good things to you in that section of your chart that you would recognize as this is the one I'm with, or if you don't have a partner, the one you'd like to be with. That's because of something the planet Jupiter is doing, the Lord of your sign, that we haven't seen since 1989. So stay tuned for more. I'm going to also break down all the things that are happening with Venus, Mercury, Saturn in your chart, as well as a blow by blow of the chronology of the month, including a Leo new moon and a full moon in Aquarius. So we're going to be together for about 20, 25 minutes. Settle in, grab a tea, a cup of coffee, and we'll get the story started. Hey, by the way, welcome back to my regulars. And if you're new, my name is Lori Lothian, using the Western Tropical Zodiac, whole sign houses. I'm in love with the fixed stars and the minor asteroids. And if you like all that kind of content in an all signs format, I have weeklies, I have monthlies, I have lunations, I have eclipses. I put out up to 20, 30 videos every month. And if you like all signs content, that's what I'm up to. So please like, subscribe, and give me a try. The only thing I'm sharing, it's not really a promotion, it's just letting you know that Sky Reader is starting in the fall, in September. This is my 6 weeks live course, weekly coaching calls, homework, and Facebook group, etc., on my teaching platform, where I teach you how to be your own astrologer and time your best life. That's to look at your natal chart and use it for predictive timing so you can navigate your life with the flow and not against it. It's not to become a professional astrologer. There is underneath the more button, click the dots and more, and that's my description box, a link to a wait list. And it's really literally just so you get early bird discounts and promotions before the general public. And so if you want to get that kind of discount, please get on that list. I'll be sending out notice in the month of August, middle of August, for the course start date in the middle of September, including discounts. Okay. Wow. And also my 2024 All Signs videos or individual videos are less than the price for my summer sale. That content was never put out on YouTube. And if you want to know all the deep dive, 90 minutes about your sign and the year of 2024, hey, got 6 months left. You may as well grab it as well in the description box below. Okay, guys, so much to say. So first of all, you guys are ruled by Jupiter, so we have to start with Jupiter. Jupiter is the Lord of your sign. Same with the Pisces folk. And it happens to be that Jupiter is in your 7th house since May of this year through to June of next year. And that brings you luck and opportunity to do with audience and marketplace, because the 7th house is 10 houses from your 10th. But it also brings you luck, opportunity, growth, expansion in your relationship to a significant other. If you're with someone, this year will be a year to get married, get engaged, move in together, up-level the commitment. And if you are single, it's likely going to bring in a very positive, bounteous, joyful new partner and relationship in this year ahead. If you're with somebody, however, and the relationship is stressed out, and really it has to end, Jupiter brings blessed endings and stressed out, frazzled relationships whose time has come. So that's the backdrop of the Jupiter narrative. But in the month of May, on around the 15th of the month, 14th, 15th, Jupiter will be meeting Mars. Mars is catching up and connecting with Jupiter. But you haven't seen this in your life since 1989. So if you remember 89, if you're old enough and you had significant others, including your best friend, including your marriage partner, including your dating partner, it's significant, your business partner, this was what happened back then. You had this conjunction. Now, this is what we call a synodic cycle. I'll be doing a webinar for free on that. That's why you want to like, subscribe, and know what I'm doing, get on my Cosmic Moonshine newsletter, know everything I'm up to. Because it isn't just about what happens this month, although this month sets the ball in motion. It's going to be what happens over the course of the next couple of years. Jupiter and Mars is a cycle that occurs in different signs every 2 years. And there's a lot of change, Mars, new directions, endings and severings, or also directional shifts with those relationships. But Jupiter brings bounty, luck, expansion, and growth. And because this is happening in the house of another, it can be Sagittarius. And if you're in a marriage already, your significant partner is having some exciting event happen in the middle of the month. And it's really their story, and you're watching it happen for them, and you're on the sidelines of it. Keep that in mind. Now, as well, because I'm going to break down the chronology of the month in a minute, like the dates to pay attention to in detail in order of, this calendar. But also happening this month is Venus is moving through your 10th house from the 5th of August to the 29th. And that is a glow up in your career and reputation. It will make you more successful at the top of the sky. You can be more publicly visible. You may be in front of people. You may be getting raises and promotions, charming the boss, just getting some positive career and reputation results as the top of the sky gives that Venus a lot of celebrity or a lot of attention. And, Venus up here happens every year. It's nothing new, but you have also a couple other elements. Juno is up there, the goddess of contracts and agreements, as well as Mercury in a retrogradation. And Mercury will be up there with Venus. And with Juno, it looks like some of you may secure a deal, a contract, an agreement through negotiation to uplift you in your career and reputation space, especially with Uranus in your 6th house of work. And it may surprise you, a surprising new contract, a surprising new deal or agreement for work and reputation coming through August for you. So I'll time that when we get to the to the chronology, but the theme is very active in the month of August. And also, Mercury retrograde. So while Venus is going direct motion August 5th to the 29th, highlighting your career success. And when I said that career contract negotiation thing, that's really coming closer to the end of the transit, surprising you on August 26th and 7th. But also with Mercury up here retrograde, we have to break it down. Please understand when Mercury's retrograde is close to Earth, he also brings things from the past into the present. Close to Earth means powerful, magnetic, magician-like synchronicity energies, and also the energy from the past, coming back from things that have already been there. So to begin the month then, he's in Virgo, but by August the 5th, he retrogrades from the 4th degree of your 10th house of career. He begins to move backwards, and he's retrograding in your career and reputation house. Therefore, all the way through from August the 5th to the 15th, indicating people from your work, career, professional obligations, etc., that the world acknowledges you doing are coming back from the past. And so work opportunities, career opportunities from your past coming into the present. And I think you're going to like it because with Jupiter in your 7th house, that can indicate positive legal agreements from career opportunities in your past emerging window of time, August the 5th to the 15th. On the 15th of August, however, then we see the transition of Mercury into Leo in your 9th house. Now, 9th house has a lot of meanings. So between the 15th of August and the 29th of August, before Mercury turns direct, from your past come people from foreign shores, foreign lands, a redo of visas, higher educational opportunities from the past, and news about those emerging. People from human resources departments from your past coming into your present. Legal matters from the past that involve courts or judges being readdressed, revised, or reinvestigated during August 29th to 15th to the 29th. It doesn't have to be the far-flung past either, because during July, we had a Mercury direct through that 9th house. So maybe just take you back to things that were emerging in July. Certainly visas and passports with Jupiter in the 7th house, this structure is there, and you may be looking at negotiating visas and passports in that window of August the 15th to 29th to finish up something that had been already lagging or you were trying to address in the month of July. All right, now in the next story, we're going to talk a little bit about just the idea of Mars moving on a solo mission, forget about Jupiter, through your 7th house, because he's been here since July 20th, enters into your Gemini 7th house, and will leave on September the 4th. And forget, Jupiter gives everything a glow, it makes it positive. You can find the goodness in all things, even endings. But just know, when most people experience a Mars transit through their 7th house, they are separated from somebody important to them, whether it's a marriage partner, long-term business partner, or some other significant relationship, time apart. If it's not physical separation, then Sagittarius, it can be conflict and combat. And the sword is in the hand of your partner. I go back, watch my Mars video, because I talked about the 6-month stay of Mars here from the fall, October of 22 into like March of 23 or so, October 20. It was a long stay, and you can go back and compare notes. That's where my Mars video just came out, and you can get some more information about comparing notes. Okay. So it may be rinse and repeat here a little bit. Let's briefly mention Saturn in your 4th house. Have you been feeling alone, lonely, hard at home, where your domestic life is hard, an elderly parent lives with you or grandparent? Saturn entered your 4th house of home, property, and real estate already last March. And for some of you, especially early degree Sagittarius, let's say between 0, not too early, 0 and Sagittarius 0 to 19 degrees, since last March, you might have felt alone, lonely, tired in the home, heavy in the home, burdened in the home, isolated in the home. So that's a story that you've got to deal with in one way or the other until 2026. But it is really the first Sagittarius 0 to 19 degrees really felt this energy. And it's the last 19 to 29 degrees of you who will feel it in the next couple of years. So keep that in mind, because Saturn's playing a very big role in your life during this middle of August. And we'll talk about that as we break down the chronology of the month. Let's start off with the beginning of the month, including the new moon and full moon stories. Number 1, Venus is going to square Uranus for unexpected surprises or developments regarding love or money, for example, Venus. Now, Venus is going to be in Leo at this time. She has yet to move into the sign of Virgo in your 10th house. So this is Venus in your 9th house, having a tee-off square with Uranus in your 6th house. Unexpected developments to do with foreigners, foreign contracts, legal agreements, judges, work, health, pets, rental situations, rental tenancy agreements. Unexpected developments are happening here. Because Venus is in a legalese house, the 9th house, it may be legal issues in those areas of life, or it may be travel opportunities that are disruptive you didn't expect you were going to have to take, especially when it comes to matters to do with health or pets, or situations of the 6th house where Uranus is traveling. Could also be an unexpected work opportunity or educational opportunity connected to your work. Okay, travel for work, educational opportunities for work, but you didn't see them coming. This is like around August the 2nd. On August the 6th, though, August the 4th, the full moon at 12 Leo resets your 9th house. Now, this can reset very mundane things for you, not just on August the 4th, but over the 2 weeks that follow and 6 months. A new beginning regarding colleges, campuses, higher education, visas, passports, book publishing, publications, podcasts, serialized podcasts, things to do with resetting a button regarding your spiritual faith and beliefs and the meaning of your life, your true north. Do you want to aim for some new purpose in life? Are you going to reset that button? It really impacts you, fire Saggies, in a way. If you have your sun, moon, or rising in Sagittarius near 12 degrees of Sag, you're really feeling you need to reset this button. Let's give it 3 degrees on either side of 12. Certainly, it's good for people in publications and publishing industry. If you're, got a book or you want to publish a book, this can send you into a very nice little sweet spot of new beginnings and fresh starts that are, I would say, hugely positive. At the time of this occurrence, when we have this reset button, let me just look at the sky. I'm just reminding myself of where everybody's sitting at the time. I am jet lagged, so please be nice. Yes, we have Mercury in Leo through to the 15th. So Mercury's co-present with the reset button, which means it's really good for communications projects, including writing or podcasting or publishing. So this is going to be a yay reset button for you, a new beginning, but also something positive wants to renew itself there. All right, moving into the next narrative. It is going to be a flow between during this lunation, a couple days after, around August the 5th, 6th, and 7th, that the sun will flow in the sign of Leo to Jupiter in your marriage house and significant audience and clients. And you may get a bit of public exposure or some kind of recognition regarding anything you're publishing with an audience and marketplace, as it's very lucky. But also your partner could have some luck to do with their life and their agendas, to do with legal matters, foreign shores, visas, passports, travel, and spiritual faith. They may have a breakthrough. They may have something positive happening in their life around August 6th, 7th of the month. By the time we get to August the 8th, though, what we get going on is a conjunction between Mercury and Venus. Now, Mercury is now backpedaled as of the 5th into the sign of Virgo. And the energy of that is going to look a lot like how you might want to or will receive some powerful negotiating power or good news around the 8th of the month, 7th, 8th of the month, as Venus and Mercury are conjunct each other in Virgo. I would say that the very best thing you can get from this is a great career offer deal. Someone wants to hire you. Somebody wants to give you money. Somebody wants to, I don't know, set you up with a new negotiation regarding your work and career. And I don't think that you're gonna not want this. It really looks like you could have a dream opportunity in your career. But look through your emails, your phone calls, your text messages, those sorts of things. That's where you're going to see the event occur. That's where it's going to show up for you, right? So I don't think that it's going to be a surprise as much as all that, because Mercury is retrograde. It's almost like a career opportunity from your past emerges. It's like, oh, wow, I was hoping this could happen. I was excited about the possibility of this happening. Okay, I think I just misspoke the other minute ago with my jet lag brain from 2 months of travel to Europe, etc. So when we have this new beginning, new moon, I keep forgetting Mercury is still in the top of the sky in your 10th house. You won't retrograde until the 15th into your publications. But when you have that new moon on the 4th of the month, it is going to be around the 15th that you'll see some serious evidence of new beginnings in 9th house matters, because Mercury will chime in. All right, so moving into the next story, like a lot of you get a dream job, basically, or dream career opportunity, or some great news or negotiations around career matters. Or, hey guys, I mean, anytime I see Mercury and Venus at the top of the sky, are you standing in front of people talking? Are you on the top of the sky, high noon, having to do some kind of event that everybody sees you doing around the 8th and 9th of the month, 7th, 8th, and 9th of the month? And if you do, it'll go very well, because Mercury is in dignity, and it's an opportunity from the past that's now fulfilling itself. Then we look at the idea of August 13th to the 16th, and that's going to be that conjunction between Mars and Jupiter in the 7th house, right? I already discussed it in the beginning of the video, but I'll say this. In the beginning of this conjunction, it's like everything feels bigger and larger than life and exciting. And maybe your partner is going to have bold ambitions to take new directions and make decisions, or maybe your relationship is under that energetic. And then we see, Mars and Saturn, Mars and Jupiter are also forming a square to Saturn as time moves on between the 15th and 24th. So the best part of that conjunction, full of hope and exuberance, 13th to the 16th, begins to feel like you have to get a yellow light at the traffic light and really take some cautionary notes of serious and realistic assessments. Because whatever this exuberance is, it's also impacting your home, your property, your real estate, you alone at home, where you live, home alone, Saturn at the bottom of the chart. And because Saturn is in a whole sign sextile to Uranus, in your 6th house, there may be matters as well to do with pets to consider, or health matters, or even work obligations or rental obligations that must be considered for this golden excitement in the significant business partner, love partner, client, audience, legal contract 7th house. And you might have to look more squarely at the realistic aspects of the situation. And then Venus wants to get into the mix because she begins to be available to be opposing Saturn. and squaring Jupiter. And that is intense T-square. And that's also playing out roughly about the 17th to the 20th. You're going to feel this energy of Venus making also a story. She's kind of like, okay, I'm in the career space. I'm doing really well. I'm on top of my game. I'm loving my career reputation stories. But I have to feel into what's going on at home with whom I live with and what they want and what we need to do or where I want to live in this expansive career success that may involve powerful opportunities with my partner. It can be your partner has an opportunity and may require you to consider a relocation, or it may be that you don't have a partner and you meet somebody and has you reconsider your own home and home life because there is a need for you to travel to see them, or maybe it's a long distance love story that's emerging. And so there's complications here. And also just legal matters must be really addressed with a kind of sober realism from the fourth house, which can be legal matters to do with property and home and rental and pets and debts. All right. So you're in a bit of a grinding energy. Well, the goodness is there. You're also having some needs to sort of work with the 10th house career and home life matters regarding what's going on in that 7th house. All right. Venus will square Mars, the cosmic lover, because he's with Jupiter, right? On August the 21st to the 24th. If you're single and you meet somebody under the August 21st to the 24th zone of time, hot sexual chemistry may emerge because Mars in the house of another is that sexual and energy-wise, sexual hot energy with Jupiter, larger than life, squaring Venus in the career house. Office romance, very possible. Very visible public romance, very possible. Very hot and sizzling, very, very likely. August 21st to 24th for single Sagittarius. Otherwise, there is conflict perhaps in your existing love relationship as it squares your success and your ambitions and what you're trying to achieve in your 10th house of reputation. And somebody you're already with has, I beg to differ, a disagreement. They're not sure about it. They don't want the success you're seeing, or a legal matter to do with a career matter is hitting a bit of a conflict because Mars separates and divides and Venus unites and they have differing agendas. Something's got to give. And that intensity, August 21st to the 24th, Saturn may try to resolve it with wisdom. Wisdom that's born of the wisdom of the Senex and the sage in the cave of the fourth house. And you may even consult an elder, a grandparent, or someone older than you for advice around the 21st to the 24th of August. August the 19th, I have to forget that I was Aquarius full moon. I'm an Aquarius, how I forget, I don't know. August the 19th, Aquarius full moon is lighting up your house of the Aquarius zone, 3rd house travel, short distance travel, educational opportunities to learn a skill or teach a skill. Full moon is lighting that part of your sky up that has to do with your aunts, uncles, cousins, local neighborhood and neighbors. 3rd house matters, writing projects, communications, etc. Full moon in the 3rd house is a completion or a fulfillment of something you started 6 months earlier. The full moon is at 27 degrees of Aquarius, and it is in a very difficult square to Uranus, meaning that it's very unexpected developments that arise from the full moon in the 3rd house, and Uranus in the house of pets, Uranus in the house of work, Uranus in the house of health. This is your 6th house. There is some unexpected qualities to this full moon, but it wants to be lighting up fullness in your 3rd house. It makes it very positive for writing projects, for things to do with travel opportunities and teaching and learning as well. But you may have to deal up with some unexpected 6th house circumstances. And it may be health related because Hygeia, the goddess of health, is with Uranus. So you want to fulfill your writing projects, take those trips, learn that course, take that course, connect to those neighbors, align a new beginning of fullness and maybe fulfillment in your daily, everyday world. There may be some disruption in the 6th house. It could even be regarding an illness with a pet, for example, Hygeia Uranus, that takes you by surprise. Alrighty. And maybe you want to travel, but you can't because of a pet, or there's going to be opportunities for fulfillment of short distance travel, but matters to do with work obligations that you didn't see coming pull you away from those travel opportunities in the 2 weeks that follow the August 19th moon. And some of those themes will align with the next 6 months as well. Oh, guys, I'm losing my voice. I'm recording all these videos almost in one day because I had the internet down in the global outage of the, big thing that just happened with CrowdStrike. All right. So then on August 26th and 27th, we like this. Venus is in a trine to Uranus. Happy love and money surprises, happy developments to do with your work. Or your health, or your pets, or your rentals and rental opportunities and debts. All these are 6th house stories. And Uranus is giving you something unexpected, and it flows to Venus at the tail end of your 10th house conjunct the asteroid Juno. Unexpected career opportunities to sign contracts or agreements, unexpected and surprising developments with pets, unexpected and surprising developments with health matters. But it's very 6th house, 10th house, so it's Artha. It's really about career, work, and with Juno, vows and agreements. So I think some of you are having some unexpected opportunities to partner with others in your career, or to sign partnership vows, like a document of I agree to do this. I'll commit to this job path. This is exciting, surprising. You'll probably like it. And it's August the 26th and the 27th. Someone says I always do less content for Sagittarius. I'm not aware of that, but if I do, I apologize. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure I go long enough for everybody. And then on August the 29th, Venus opposes Neptune. It's because she's at the very tail end of your career house, and Neptune's at the very bottom of your sky in the 4th house. And bottom line is, you've been dealing with the Neptune down here, confused, deluded, and illusions about where your true home is since 2011. Probably you want to be near the water because of Neptune in the sea god in a sea house of Pisces. And then Venus is at the top of the sky, where you're having all this excitement in your career. And it looks like you have to face off or oppose. The energy is opposing. What kind of illusions are being revealed to you regarding your home life, because Neptune's retrograde, and that Venus at the top of the sky is addressing directly in a confrontational or oppositional way. There may be some hard conversations with somebody in the workspace to do with things that are going on in the home space. Saturn is about sobriety. Neptune is about escapism, and somebody at the top of the sky might be pointing it out to you, and you're looking more squarely at how you escape from reality in your home. Or someone else in your home that you've had an illusion about, that, you've been kind of rose-colored glasses about that relationship with a domestic person, someone in your domestic environment. Venus is saying, well, we've got career things to worry about up here, and we've got obligations, and we're trying to be successful in whatever this reputation career space is. Now, if you're retired, it's what you do and your visible reputation at odds with some situation in your home, basically, that needs to be dealt with around the 28th, 29th of the month of August. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I have everything about me, my Patreon community, early access ad free. I teach classes over there. I do webinars. I'm meeting my Patreon community on Sunday, actually, when these videos come out in the morning. And so if you want to be a part of that community, more intimate contact with me in smaller group settings, the lowest tier is $5. You can unsubscribe if you don't like it. Check it out. You get different perks at different tiers. Come join me on Patreon as well, and check out my Sky Reader. Thanks, guys. Good luck, Sag. Hoping this month of August goes well for you. Oh, did I just share something? I meant to exit the video. I was in Spain, then I was in Lisbon. I was in Portugal, I was in Spain, then I was back east in Ontario, Canada. And the time zone, I just got back to Vancouver and I'm recording these videos, and I'm like whacked out on the jet lag. It's been a trip. So please, I'm sorry about glitches. I am very glitchy today. I'm the glitchy robot today. With like in the old, you guys don't know I'm old. I'm born in the 60s. The robot, Robbie, the robot, when he got confused about things and he had steam coming out of his head. That's how I feel today. Recording this for you. Thank you guys. Bye.